Gratitude is a medicinal emotion, and it can lead to radical shifts in your energy, your relationships, and the energy of the planet. One of my favorite sayings is that the struggle ends when gratitude begins. And the research shows that people who have a regular practice of gratitude are 25% happier. That's incredible. Now, the beautiful thing is that gratitude is a practice. And what the research also shows is that we can build it over time like a muscle. Ultimately, gratitude is an attitude of have rather than want. We live in this culture that is always focused on more, with a mentality of scarcity and lack. The consequence of this is that we are not present to what is right in front of us. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't want great things for yourself, have vision or goals. Those things are important. But if your vision board suddenly becomes a board of things that I want but can't have, and starts to have a mentality or a feeling of scarcity and lack in your mind and your body, it's no longer useful to you. We need to pause and get present to what's right in front of us. Too many of us live most of our life without ever giving gratitude to what's right here, the breath that we're taking, the food that we're eating, the rest that we're getting, the community that we're sharing, all the things that we're practicing in this 30-day program together. And so as we learn to give thanks, we learn to heal ourselves. We learn to appreciate the thing that is right in front of us. There's another saying, never let the things you want let you forget the things you have. So how do we do this? How do we start to really embody a practice of gratitude? First, we have to adjust what we're focusing on. It's that second arrow in a different way that we've spoken about before. If you notice that your mind is going into lack, scarcity, and want, can you make that U-turn that you've already been practicing once again and turn right into the present moment and look and give gratitude for what's right in front of you? It might just be that you're having a really challenging day. Acknowledge that. It's okay. It's self-compassion to put your hand over your heart and say to yourself, this is a hard day. And the sky is blue. And my mind and my body are healthy. This is that practice of yes and. When my dad was dying of pancreatic cancer, he was slowly wasting away. I'll never forget in those final weeks how weak he was, and he needed help and support in order to stand up and move from room to room. One afternoon when I was there, I helped him up from the couch, and as we slowly made our walk to his bedroom, he stopped. He put his arms around me and had me put my arms around him, and I was a little bit confused. I didn't know what he was doing. And then he started slowly swaying. And in the quiet of that afternoon, we slow danced together in his living room. I was not grateful that my dad was dying. I was not grateful to have to go through so many of the challenges that we went through that year. But because I had a practice, and I didn't spiritually bypass, I was able to turn toward the moment and be grateful to put my arms around him. And I remember in that moment holding him close and smelling him, taking in that moment, knowing that I would remember it forever. And I'm so grateful that I did. And this is part of what Dr. Rick Hansen talks about. If we're going to be grateful for something, we can't just say thank you. I'm grateful for this cup of coffee, or I'm grateful for the blue sky. We have to go into the why. When we express why we're grateful for something, we savor it. We absorb it in more. So for example, if you're grateful for the amazing stack of blueberry pancakes you had this morning, why? Maybe it was the perfect combination of the sweet syrup and the salty butter coming together to give you that explosion of flavor. When you go into something that you're grateful for, we want to take time, like smelling the rose, noticing the color, noticing the texture, noticing the entire environment, and then we absorb it more. The greatest asset that you can own is an open heart. And an open heart is the first pathway toward an open mind through which gratitude can flow. For these next 30 days, so extending beyond this program, you're going to start a gratitude journal. In that gratitude journal, you're going to write down each and every day 5 things that you're grateful for and why. Go into the why. I've also included a bonus gratitude meditation for you if you'd like to deepen this practice. And then it can always help others for you to go online and share in our online community. Eckhart Tolle said, "Stress is caused by being here, but wanting to be there, or being in the present and wanting to be in the future." So turn toward the present moment. Make that U-turn. Give thanks for what's right here. Turn to your workbook. Do the work to have lasting change, and who doesn't want a 25% increase in their happiness? And I'll see you tomorrow.